Hello, do I need indicators like RSI or MACD for this swing trading strategy? No, you don't. At least I don't use those type of indicators when I'm swing trading. Today we are going to analyze AJG as of today, February 21, 2026, and we can use AJG as an example. So when I'm swing trading, I just use support line passing by the higher lows of the chart to be my entry point, and I like to pay attention to the higher highs at the top of the chart and use that as my exit point by default. At the beginning, when I started swing trading and I was looking for the different swing trading strategies out there, I use moving averages, simple moving averages, and exponential moving averages. But then when I know that I found out that I can swing trade without them, I just took them off of my chart and I just, continue with my support lines. In fact, support line and resistance line were the two that I left on my chart, and after that I stopped using the resistance line and just rely on my support lines. So, and now I use my resistance line as my exit point. I just don't trace it. I just pay attention to this highlighted price, which is all-time highest price, because I use maximum charts. So therefore, automatically, the platform will put the highest price in history of that stocks on the map for me if it is within the time frame that is filling my screen. If it's now, chances are the all-time highest price is too far in the past for me to count on it. So I just use this landmark as my exit point by default, and then use my value line or support line passing by the higher lows of the charts as my entry point. And using those two, I don't really rely on any other indicator when it comes to swing trading using long option swing trading strategy. If the swing trading strategy you are using will benefit from a particular indicator and you know how to use that indicator or you understand it, it makes sense to use it. Or when you start swing trading without them, as you progress in your swing trading experience, you will continue to learn to keep improving yourself. And if over time you come across an indicator that you think can be useful with the strategy you are using to swing trade, yes, it's good to incorporate that in your analysis and in your strategy as well. So at the moment, I'm swing trading without those indicators and I'm doing just fine. So when we take, and maybe those indicators might make me a sell on it, that's great, but at this point I'm trying to minimize the number of variables that I need to control, and right now I'm looking for stocks that can work with the strategy that I'm using to swing trade, so that I can have a list of those on my watch list and just keep swing trading them. And at the same time, I'm trying to improve my swing trading strategy. So, and I just use few things from the platform to help me get there. And what I use is maximum monthly chart and maximum daily chart, and just the chart itself, and I can just use the drawing tools, the arrow, to put on where I'm purchasing and selling, and the trend line to trace my support line or resistance line if I wanted to. Otherwise, with the mouse, I can just put it at places and I can just see the corresponding price. We have the dates on the x-axis from the past to the present. We have the price on the y-axis from $0 up. When it comes to AJG, it is highlighted on my spreadsheet, on my watch list, because we already purchased it. So I'm seeing an arrow here, so that means we purchase it. We purchase it around this support line. We pull back and start going up. We have an uptrend and we purchase it, but it's pretty much done going up and is going down. So we are going to go to, so pretty much in 2025 we have those two to be our buying point. And again, if we count the number of years this line is long, is 3 years. Clearly it could be at this point I would say it is a support line supporting the upside wall of the mountain that it has been claiming. Therefore, it's now really the valley line. It's supporting the upside wall of the mountain. It's done climbing up and now it's climbing down. So we bought it there and it was now the valley line. So we have this valley line to be our next point, and we can go to maximum monthly chart to see if we have another one. So we have this one here, and this one alone is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years long. It's long enough. However, we see these stocks going even lower. So there is a chance it might come down to this area, which is 7, 8, 9, 10 years long. There is a chance it might come down here. There is a chance it may not. At this point, being within those two areas, it is within my buying zone. I can still buy some since I purchased it. Let's go to the daily chart there, and it was just too high, higher up, and it's going down. At this point it's somewhere here. It went down and it started going up here, but I don't know if it's going to go back down again because we have this line here that it can choose. So I'm going to buy some of it again. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to make it red. And that one, I wanted to buy it yesterday, but I completely forgot. I got absorbed in my work that even during my lunchtime, I completely forgot. So this one, purchasing it here, and then now the price is somewhere here. You can see there is quite a bit of price difference here. We bought it around 295 or so, and right now the price is at 216. So you can see there is quite a bit of a drop, like loss per share there, and I'm going to buy some more because I don't think it's going anywhere. I could be wrong, but again, we have to take some risk to be able to see the reward. That's why I try to put in the time to find good stocks, at least that I judge good, to put on my watch list to swing trade. And if it comes down all the way here, then I know that this is the valley line. Even this is now. It's a temporary one. This it is. I might buy some more here. But in the meantime, because of this different gap between the two prices, if I buy some here before it start going up from here, assuming it does not go all the way down, it could be I will buy it at a lower price than what I pay for it here. It could help as well when it start going up from here. So, but adjust where it is right now. There is not a good support line I can trace here that have, that will have multiple touch point for this area to be a good support line, in my opinion, because I trace my line on an oblique way. So of course I'm sure I'll find a resistant line here that is supporting, but when it comes to oblique line, I don't think I'm finding one that will go to where it is right now. No, we should not be doing that. It's just going to go through those here, and I'm not too keen on that. We try from here. Okay, that will work. So it passed, let's zoom a little bit. It passed by the bottom of those, and this might be 2020. That will make sense. And then it lean on this, and it's right there. So this, we can make it that color as well. So we just find a possible valley line here that has those touch points in the past and here. Since this one has multiple touch points with it, it's kind of sharp though, growth there. So, and this could be a possible one, this could be a possible one. So we are going to buy some more. If AJG, is it a buy now? For me, it is, because it's within my buy zone. So any price lower than where I'm willing to pay for it, I could buy some more, not knowing exactly where the value line. It's going to be after the fact that I will notice it. When if it start going up from there and does not go any lower to come close to this, then I know that this is a value line as well. And from here we can continue going up. So right now we are negative in it, and I'm okay with it because it can happen. We traded successfully before. Like I purchased it there, it pulled back on me. I just left it and it went back up, and I sold it there. Like in 2024, and sold it in 2025, and just waited until it came back down, and I bought it again, and it was pretty much done with those support lines and came back down lower. So that is pretty much those type of uh, technical analysis that I do, using support lines to make my buying decision, and using all-time highest price to be my exit um, point by default. And when it reach that area, then I can use the past to see how long it climb up, to see if I need to stay longer in the trade for that same time period, before I sell it. So that is AJG. Yes, I'm going to buy some more, but it is my personal decision there. We can come here and look at account statement, uh, activity and position, and we can look for AJG here. AJG here, you can see we paid through 305 for it, and now is at 216, and we are 3,000 negative in it because we bought a lot of shares. We might buy some more if it's done going down and start going up. The average between what we'll pay for it now and what we pay for it before could be helpful. That way I purchase it at the value line based on the strategy that I plan to use in 2026, buying it at the long uptrend line, at the value line, and climbing up with it. So let's go back to the chart. And that is the reality. When you are swing trading, if we go back again, some stocks will be negative in it, and some stocks will be positive in it. And you learn as you do it, and you get better. It's a journey. We are going to continue learning and improving. So if you find an indicator that is working for you, that you know, and you think it can help you with the swing trading strategy you are trying to use to swing trade, yeah, it makes sense to use it. But don't wait to learn those indicators before you start swing trading, because you can swing trade without them. And I've been swing trading without them. I started swing trading late 2023. I would like us to say 2024, and I use moving averages in 2024. But toward the end of it or so, I stopped using those because it just make the chart kind of cloudy for me. In 2025, I didn't use them at all, and 2026, I'm not using them at all, and I'm just doing fine. If we go back again and we look at account statements, we can see the profit and losses summary, by now. So therefore, it's all by doing, and we'll get better at it. We will keep improving our strategy. We'll keep improving the stocks we are swing trading with that strategy, and we'll continue to learn more about us, how much risk we can digest or tolerate, and things like that, and tailor our strategy to reflect our risk tolerance, our personality type, so that we are comfortable swing trading and not lose sleep over it. Thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. When it comes to RSI and MACD, I heard about at least RSI before, but frankly, I don't even know why they are, what kind of indicators they are. I don't use them, and I'm sure Think or Swim will have, all those indicators in their for you to use. They even have the patterns and all those as well. I just don't use them. But if you are familiar with any indicator that you think it can work with the strategy you are using, great. For the strategy I'm using, I can swing trade without them. I just want a maximum chart, monthly and daily, so that I can see those charts from far, to have a bigger picture of what is going on, the direction the chart is going. Because when it's too close, when I'm using 1 year daily chart here, I'm not seeing much. I'm not seeing the big picture of what is going on here, compared to when I'm using maximum daily chart. It's showing me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So if you cannot have maximum daily chart with the platform you are using, maybe you can try 5 years daily chart. That way you can have 5-year time frame in front of you. With some stocks, I had to go to maximum monthly chart to even see better what is going on. Like for instance, by looking like this, I can see that this is a very sharp growth. Is it going to sustain it? Again, if it's going to sustain it, then this is the value line. But if it's not going to sustain it, then I need to find a lower value line for it, that at some point is going to fall back to. before start going up again. So that's why I like those monthly chart maximum, so I can see multiple years, and daily chart maximum, so that I can see more than 1 year in front of me, so that I can see the pattern of the chart. And just with the chart, I can see those higher lows to see if I have growth there, and see the direction the chart is going, to see if it's going up or if it's going down, and make my buying or selling decision if I have it in my portfolio. So thank you so much for your time. And I don't like to sell stock at a loss. So if it's a loss, I just let it be in my portfolio until it becomes positive. So therefore, it's imperative for me to swing trade quality stocks so that they do not make a habit of bankrupting on me. That is when I will actually lose my money if it go bankrupt. So thank you so much for your time. We thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, Kudos of Liberman Consulting L.L.C. YouTube channel, and in soap.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just that small. Don't wait until you learn all there is to learn before you make the first step towards swing trading. If you like to do it, learn the basics, start saving money, and start swing trading one share of a stock at a time to test your strategy against the stocks you want to swing trade, to see if both of them are comparable with each other, and continue adding to your watch list of those stocks that you think you have success with. And once you are going to buy those same stocks you already purchased and have good profit with, you can purchase more share if you have money to buy more share. But buying one share at a time allows you to minimize your risk and to be able to stretch your money, to be able to have the chance to buy other stocks that you'll come across that are positioned where you want to buy them. You have money to buy at least one share of it. It's not about making a lot of money right away on your first year, but it's about be able to make at least $1 profit after you pay your fees to the brokerage firm. If you can confirm that you can make a profit, even if it's just $1, then you know that you can swing trade that stock. And as you keep doing it, you continue improving yourself, your strategy, and you'll have a keen eye for those stocks that can work well with that strategy, because you keep buying stocks using that strategy. When you are not committing a lot of money per trade, you will be able to buy more stocks, and you'll be able to practice that strategy you are using and enjoy the journey. But again, it could have more to do with my personality type. So your personality type could be different. So if you are competitive, that means your first two colors might have orange in it, based on true color model analysis model. Orange color people, we all have all four: green, gold, blue, orange. And orange is competitive. You want it to be better at what you are doing, to outdo others. Therefore, maybe having the best strategy out there, being the best swing trader might be important to you. But I can only share my knowledge based on who am I. And for me, being a green and gold color personality, again based on those two color analysis model, I tend to enjoy the journey and not waiting for the destination. But because as a green color personality, being the first two of my color personality, the first one, and gold the second one, As a green color personality, you want learning is something we enjoy. We like to learn more and more, and it comes to we like to share what we know as well. So, and I believe that I will continue to learn and to continue to improve my swing trading strategy and continue to improve stocks that I put on my watch list. But I don't want to wait until I master all those knowledge before I make my first step as my goal color personality, which is, you know, meeting deadline, getting things done. Well, they tend to, you know, balance each other, work against each other times to times, but I can only share things that I'm doing. At least I like to share things that I'm doing, but just know that based on your personality, it may not work for you. So it is okay if you disagree with me. If you are a perfectionist, you want it to make sure everything is perfect before you make your first step. And it is okay. You just have to know yourself to see how, you can help yourself in your journey. And I'm just sharing, my process based on who I am. I'm trying to tailor that strategy to be to work with my personality type and my risk tolerance. And I'm not a very risky type person. So therefore I tend to be on the conservative, not too conservative either. So if you are orange color personality, you will like more risk. You will take more bold move, and it is okay. You just have to see how you can do those things within some boundaries so that you do not take unnecessary risk when you are comparing the reward that is in it and the risk that is in it. The reward, if the reward is low compared to the risk you are taking, maybe the risk is not worth it. You have to lower the risk a little bit. So those are things you have to work through, get to know yourself, and to help you pick the swing trading strategy that you can use to swing trade and sleep at night, so that you do not pick a strategy that will make you anxious. And I tried that when I was looking into swing trading in 2023. Toward the end of 2023, I came across a strategy that buys stocks at the breakout area with the and with the assumption that if the stock is going up and reach, a breakthrough, it has enough momentum to continue going up. And that is true. However, it just it is just not me, because I was not new to investing and buying and selling stocks. At that point, I was doing it for years, and I use the strategy that I tend to buy stocks buying it around 52 weeks low and sell it around 52 weeks high of that stock. So buying stocks when it's already high made me uncomfortable. And I put Google here because I tested against Google. And I don't know if I'll be able to see the arrow properly, but it happened at the end of 2023. So I bought Google around spring of 2023, and around January, close to a support line here. So it was the around, I think it was like close to the lowest 52 weeks low price for it. I bought it. I think I was still using 52 weeks low, 52 weeks high strategy back then. And then I sold it around fall of that same year. I'm seeing November here, but it will be more like September or so, November maybe. I'm still seeing those here, but I sold it, and right after that I came across that strategy and I said, okay, I'm going to test it against Google, because Google at that point mirrored was well set for that strategy. I was seeing it reach a new high there, and I sold it. So when I sold it, I bought it again, and but then I became anxious about it because I bought it low, I sold it high months later and made a good amount of profit in it. And then close to double my price, but I didn't double the price, but I made a good profit in it. And then I bought it right there, and I became anxious. Like daily, I'll ask myself if it was a good decision. And few days later, I sold it for profit and just got out of it. So it could be around those areas here. I just bought it and sold it. We are on a daily chart here, and then I just said to myself that this may not work for me. That strategy may not work for me. It made me anxious when I was, it's not my nature to be anxious when I'm buying stocks and they are even negative in my account. I just let them be. So, and sometimes I might even buy some more. So therefore, I know that that strategy may not work for me. But chances are people that use it, it works for them. So it is a strategy that works. It just cannot work with my risk tolerance and my personality type. So therefore, I kept searching until I found this strategy that tend to buy at the support line, and the support line tend to be oblique as well when the person was explaining it, like showing higher lows. But his strategy is different from mine because I have chance to keep improving my strategy to to customize it to work with my risk tolerance and my personality type. So Avia for me, because again, I just don't like to be told what to do. I'm not entirely sure why. I like to do my own things, and it doesn't take long for me to customize something, even from the get-go as well. In my cooking, I do that. I mean, I have tried a recipe for the first time, but for that first time, I will change things in it. So it's just who I am. So therefore, I just try to work with who I am rather than work against it. If I want to change something, I change it and I own it. If I made a mistake, I own it. It is my fault and learn from it. And that's how I improve. So therefore, I just found that strategy to be soothing, to be close to what I know. Buying it close to the support line when they start going up, when they pull back to it, and you have higher lows and it pull back to the support line and start going up, you can buy. And I used that in 2024, and in 2025 I decided not to use short option launching trading strategy, but use long option launching trading strategy and way to buy at a lower value line, not just any support line, including the one supporting the upside wall of the mountain that the stock is claiming, but wait for that to pull back down to the value line and end that cycle. I can buy it as a new cycle starts. And in 2025, I tried with success and some without much success because it's not easy to find that valley line for some stock that have a steep growth in them and continue moving forward, or using some support line that are not quite low, but you just don't know because they are long, 3 years long or more. You just don't know if that's just the mountain they continue climbing up for that number of years, or if that is the valley line. And this is an example. AJG is an example of that. So I'm not even sure what brought this conversation, but yeah, there is so many good strategies out there, but are they all good for you? That is what you have to find out. Which ones are good for you? I pick one to work with, and I kept tweaking it. But the thing is, that strategy that I'm using is not a pure strategy, a swing trading strategy. It has position trading mixed with it. It has investing strategy mixed with it. It has swing trading strategy mixed with it. Because I purchase stocks that I hold on to it for years before I will sell it. I purchase stock that I sold in the same year, and I learned from all those. And there are things that I learned from investing in stocks. There are things that I learned from buying and selling stocks short term, and I'm putting all those knowledge together to help me swing trade. So I'm making this swing trading strategy a complex one that can help me swing trade the same stocks over and over and over, meaning I'm investing in those stocks but keep selling them to lock in those growth away from their valley line trajectory, lock them in and buy them again. Even if it means I'm buying them at a higher price, I'm locking in their growth away from the valley line rather than just buying it and let it grow steadily along the valley line. I'm locking in those growth away from the valley line in and buy it again along the way. So I'm combine swing trading and investing together to create this swing trading strategy that I like to use to buy and sell stock, short term, long term combined. So thank you so much for your time. And I'm just sharing my journey with you, what I'm learning from my journey with you. I'm not trying to be the best swing trader out there. I just set goals and I work toward that goals. I'm not comparing myself to others. I'm setting my goals and I'm competing against those goals to reach them and exceed them. And my goal is to reach our financial independence, creating multiple streams of income beside my paycheck. And swing trading is one of them. And I'm just sharing my knowledge with you. If you can find one or two tips in it that can help you in your journey toward your financial success, that is all that is to it. And you will share your knowledge with others as well. Some people might find your strategy to be the strategy they can understand, the strategy that work for them. So sharing your strategy with them will be helpful as well. Just like I'm sharing my strategy with you. And if there are a few things you can pick out of it to help you develop your strategy as well, that is all that is to it. So thank you so much for your time. For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video, how to start swing trading step by step using long uptrend line. And we do have other swing trading related playlists in the description of this video. Thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.